I just realized I forgot to go live, but let me just try some music or playing something on YouTube. See if that works.
So a couple of days ago,
Yeah, that is working. Okay, let me try this. Let me just check what's happening here in Discord. That should be working. Okay, can both of you try speaking quickly? Or okay, there we go. Now I can hear you again. Okay. Sorry, I just realized for those who are listening in that I forgot to press go live on the recording. But we haven't started any new work. We're just going through yesterday's work. So we're looking at, he repeats the idea of that she's gone through. We're going to remove the word of, that she's gone in the first paragraph, and there is a lot of onomatopoeia used. Personification can be found in the last paragraph as well. Euphemism, because he refers to her death as she's gone instead of directly dead. Now, I want you to take it a little bit further, and I want you to tell me, are there any repeated words or phrases? Now, as well as that, I want you to, everything that you have identified here, I want you to tell me what the effect is. Okay? So spend some time just writing, like adding to this and saying, what is the effect of each of these figures of speech? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
And that includes the repetition. Repetition is also, it has an effect. So tell me, what is the effect? So I'm going to go out of this. You're going to tell me when you're done with that. Are you guys almost done with your responses?
I'm almost done.
Okay. Tiana, are you managing? Are you struggling at all? Do you need help?
No, I'm managing.
Okay. The reason I'm asking you and not Ada is because Ada knows me a lot better than you, so Ada usually asks if she gets stuck.
Okay, thank you.
Marinus,
Yes.
I'm actually done, but I'm just not sure what else to say about the camels.
Okay, let me see. Where did you write it? At the bottom here. Is this one yours?
Yeah.
Okay, so it lets them imagine camels, but like, why do we want them to imagine camels? Wait.
That's what I'm not sure about.
Okay, so camels carry this idea of being barren. There is no water. It's just before Christmas, so we're going to assume that it's northern hemisphere, so it's going to be cold, right? And we also know that the trees don't have leaves, and so camels represent this idea of being barren, like of barrenness, and no, like this time of waiting for the next time of water. But here the trees are without leaves. Okay, so the same way that camels have water stored on their backs, the trees store water in in the winter as well. They're storing water in their like woodiness, and in their roots, and they're storing the water, okay? And so it's creating that image, and that's what I want you to explore. Do you understand? So ask yourself always, what is it actually, why are they talking about camels? What do camels represent? Does that make sense?
Okay,
Okay. So yeah, you can keep going with that. So you're saying what it does, but I want to know more, like, what effect does it have? Where is it taking things?
Can you just check my answer and tell me if I can improve it?
Yeah. Did you add on here? Yes. Emphasize the intentness of her passing. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
It shows how
maybe
deep the situation is.
It shows how what?
Intense the situation is.
Intense. Okay, so intense and intent are different words.
Okay.
So you can say the intensity of her passing, but also can you be deader than dead? No, you're dead. Okay, so it's not that her passing is intense. It is the intensity of the emotions of the people around the passing. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes a little bit more sense.
Okay. And repetition. Yeah, repetition is very much used for emphasis. I do agree. Onomatopoeia, which helps set the scene. I want to know, like, how does onomatopoeia set the scene? Like, set the scene for what? If you're referencing onomatopoeia, quote it. Tell me where it is being used. So instead of saying personification can be found in the last paragraph, you can say the personification in the last paragraph, or the personification of the sun beating down in the last paragraph, which is a better way to integrate your quotation, because your quotation seems a little bit like disconnected from what you're saying. Helps to the reader visualize the intensity of the sun. Okay, so we're talking about the intensity of the sun, and the beating down of the sun would also match up, just for you, Ada, the beating down of the sun would match up with the camels as well. And beating down specifically, by personifying the sun, it is basically saying that the sun has a choice in the matter. Okay? And the sun is choosing to beat down, the sun is choosing to be harsh. And it is almost it is almost describing this idea of the sun being in some way against them. I don't know if it's for a younger audience as much as it is for it is the way that they're processing it. Do you understand what I mean? Like,
Yes,
I
I
mean,
understand.
if you talk about your dead grandmother, when I talk about my dead grandmother, I just say my dead grandmother. But many people are like my grandmother who passed or my late grandmother. It softens it. It softens the blow, and that's what a euphemism does. It softens the blow. So you need to ask yourself: are they softening the blow for the sake of the audience, or are they softening the blow for the sake of themselves?
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I want to see your responses. How far are you guys with your responses?
Can you give me like 2 more minutes, please?
Okay.
Mhm.
What we
You
can
can read
do.
mine.
Pardon?
I said you can read mine.
Okay, let me look at yours. This one's your. Is this numbered one yours? Yes. Yes. Yes, well done. So the repetition of the woman being gone allows the reader to realize that she died, which will influence the way they interpret the text when reading it. Knowing that the writer is writing about someone who died, they will understand. This is also the putting it at the beginning also adds to this. Hey, they will understand the deeper meaning behind the way that the writer uses language. The repetition of the leafless trees can be interpreted as a reflection of the writer's feelings. It emphasizes how sad he is about, not of losing, about losing the person, making the reader feel sympathy towards him. Do you see how, like, suddenly this text has taken on much greater depth?
Yeah.
Like your first look at it was quite shallow, but now it seems like a really deep piece of writing, hey?
Yeah, and like when you mention things, it kind of makes you think. So yeah.
So, I practice doing that by practicing with poetry. So I would take a poem and then I'd analyze a poem. And when you start seeing things in poetry, you're able to start seeing things in prose as well. Okay, so I would like for those listening to the recording to complete up to the end of activity 2, for those who haven't done it yet. So that is up to slide 11. Okay, cool. I will see you guys. Oh, let me just show you quickly. This to get to the slideshow, you go to joinpd.com, WGBWUU, and that's how you log in. Okay, I will see you. I'm not seeing you tomorrow because it's a public holiday. Are you guys going away for the long weekend?
No, we're not going away.
Okay, so I'm not seeing you tomorrow because it's a public holiday, but I will see you on Monday, and we're going.
Okay.
I'm excited to continue with this. Are you guys finding this slideshow helpful? I really enjoy this slideshow. This is one of my favorite slideshows.
Yeah. I like it.
Okay, cool. I will see.
I just wanted to ask something.
Yeah?
The paper that we have to do, I think it's for Monday.
Yeah.
The second question wants us to write a commentary on the first piece we wrote.
Yes.
And it's only 10 marks. But how many words do you think I should
It should be about 300 to 450 words.
Okay, just like the first question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.